everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Tamlyn and this is Sewn on the Tyne, and I'm here today with a bit of an epic fabric haul for you. So I'm going to talk through some fabrics that I've got recently and the plans that I have got to sew with them. Just before we do get started, I'd like to welcome my new subscribers. I have gained around 200 in the past week, so that's awesome. So welcome to you all. It's lovely to have you here on this channel. So I think we should get started because I've got a huge pile next to me. The pile goes up to here from the desk, not from the floor. I'm not that bad. So let's get started. The first shop that I purchased some fabric from was Fabrics. I picked up some cotton jersey, which I just absolutely loved. So it's this rusty colour, which, as you'll know if you've been watching recent videos, I love this rusty colour. It's coming up a bit more orange on the screen, but it's definitely more of a rust colour. And it's got these lovely sort of sketched polka dots all over. And I've been looking for a fabric for ages that I can use for the Tilly and the Buttons Zadie dress. If you know that dress, I'll put a picture in here as well. I will. Sam will put a picture in here of the dress. It's really great for colour blocking because it's in sort of different sections, and I've been looking for a perfect fabric for that, and I just saw this and thought, yeah, that will be great mixed with a plain black cotton jersey, and that will make a really great Tilly and the Buttons Zadie dress. I did purchase a couple of more bits from Lubidoo, but I'm not showing you everything in this video because we'd be here all day. But the next fabric that I got from them was actually for a blog post that I'm going to be writing for them very soon. I was able to choose any fabric I wanted from their website, which was lovely, and I opted for a needle cord in this gorgeous mustardy colour. Now it's called ochre. I used to call it ochre and discovered that that's not right. Ochre is the vegetable, ochre is the colour. So this is an ochre coloured needle cord. It's gorgeous and soft. I've got 2.5 metres. I think I'm going to make the Helen's Closet Yanta overalls. I think they'll just be so comfortable and lovely in this colour. The next shop that I have got fabric from is Fabrics. The first one I'm going to show you is one that I purchased myself. Again, I did get a few other bits, but I'm not showing you everything. This is a ribbed velvet jersey. So it has that velvety texture. Shh, don't tell my husband because he hates velvet. Hates it, and I never usually have anything velvet in the house, but I just couldn't resist this. And to be honest, I don't really think that it feels like proper velvet. It doesn't have that horrible texture as you brush it up the opposite way to the nap. So yeah, I think I can get away with this. It's ribbed, it's in a beautiful wine colour, and yeah, I really like it. It's got lovely stretch to it. I'm not sure what I'm going to make, some sort of sweater dress, but I just couldn't resist. I really loved it. Yeah, happy with this one. The next two fabrics are fabrics that Lamazi sent me for the next instalment in my How to Sew With video. Now, if you haven't seen the previous one, it was How to Sew With French Terry, and actually the cardigan that you can see on my mannequin in the background was the product of that video. We're going to make it sort of a every few weeks kind of series, not monthly, that's too quick, but every few weeks. I put a vote out in the last video and on my community tab on YouTube for what the next video should focus on, and the winning fabric was double knits. So very kindly, Liana from Lamazi has sent me two different kinds of double knit that actually are very different, behave differently, but they're both technically double knits. So the first one that she sent me is this beautiful viscose modal Ponte Roma. It is just gorgeous. I'm going to just get a bit out so I can drape it. It's really fluid. Now, a lot of Ponte fabric is quite structured, but this is really fluid. You can see the way that it's falling there as I move it. It's this beautiful red colour. It's like it's not bright red, but it's sort of ruby red, or I'm not sure, but yeah, I love that. It's beautiful. I'm thinking of making a dress to wear on Christmas Day, and the pattern I've got in mind is possibly the closet case ebony dress, because that's got that lovely flow to it, or a very similar pattern which is the seam work Takara dress. If you've made either of those, please let me know. I do have the Takara pattern already. I don't have the ebony, I would have to buy that. So if you've made the Takara and could rate it, then please let me know. So the next fabric that Liana sent me for that video is really incredible. It's from a new fabric company called Mind the Maker, who you might have heard about on YouTube. A couple of different people have mentioned it. Keely, Voice of a Creative, and Laura, the Specky Seamstress, who both purchased the same fabric actually. But they've got an incredible range of fabric, different fabric types, and they've been really popular recently. Lamazi Fabrics stock them, as do a couple of other fabric stores. But I have got this beautiful quilted chevron sweater knit, which is beautiful. It's made from 2 layers of cotton with then a layer of recycled polyester in the middle. It's really beautiful. It's got some stretch to it, and it's going to make a beautiful jumper or cardigan. I haven't entirely decided yet, but yeah, that is going to be part of the How to Sew with Double Knits video. The next fabric is very similar in colour. It is another red wine colour, and it is a cord fabric that I got from Stitchy Bee. Now recently, oh, I'm going to turn that around because I need to stroke it and the nap's now going the right way. If you watched my video about my Shelby romper, I showed a fabric at the end of that I'm going to be using soon for a Maya Sotis dress. That was also from Stitchy Bee, and at the same time I ordered this cord because I had an awesome 25% off code from my Inner Haystack monthly sewing subscription pack. I used it to invest in some beautiful cord. I'm thinking possibly a pinafore dress. I've got 1.5 meters, so I think, yeah, I think a simple pinafore dress will be lovely in that. It is warm. It's definitely cosy jumper and cups of tea weather, even though I've just said it's warm, as in it's warm inside. Right, the next 2 fabrics that I got were from Sew Me Sunshine, and the reason I placed an order with Harriet is because I saw this incredible New York themed fabric. Let's see if I can get it the right way up. No, I cannot. Are we the right way up now? That looks better. I'm getting confused. That's the right way, yes. So this is an ex-designer viscose fabric. I don't know which designer it is from. I need to do a bit of research to see if I can find out, or I'm sure Harriet would tell me if I just sent her a message. But this just really sang to me. As you may know, I went to New York earlier this year and had the most wonderful time. I fell in love with New York and I just had to have this. And I've been thinking, what should I make with it? I got 2.5 meters, so I had a lot to play with. And I've decided on the new By Hand London dress pattern. It's called the Hannah dress, and I want to make the version with the big puffy sleeves. It's got a wraparound front, and I just think that'll be really standout statement dress. I was going to say possibly to wear on New Year's Eve, but I'm planning on having a night in with my husband and the cats, so I'm not sure that would really fit the bill, but I need to find an occasion to wear that dress for because I think it will be wonderful. I also got a couple of other fabrics from Harriet, one of which was this beautiful rust coloured, that's a surprise, Robert Kaufman cotton twill. Now this was a remnant, so it was a decent price. I can't remember how much I paid for it, but it was a good price. It's just under 1.5 meters. And is it boring to say I'd like to make a pinafore dress out of this? Possibly the Pippi Pinafore by Jennifer Lauren handmade, because I recently made that and loved it. So yeah, that might become a pinafore dress. I don't know, do you have any other ideas for what I should make with it? If you do, please let me know down below. We're actually getting near the end. Sam thought this video might go on for more than half an hour, but I'm actually doing quite well. The next fabric I want to show you is a real sort of luxury. What a lovely item this was to receive in the post. I've mentioned Felicity Fabrics before. I actually won a competition when they first launched their business. I won some fabric from them, and I did show that in a previous video. They recently got in touch with me to ask if I would like to write a blog post for them, which was lovely, and therefore I was able to choose some fabric from their website. Now there was one that I had my eye on already, so I was able to choose that, which is wonderful, but I wanted to show you how their fabric comes to you in the post, because it's just a real treat. And actually this would make a wonderful Christmas present for somebody if you're wanting to get somebody a fabric related, sewing related gift. Ordering some fabric from Felicity Fabrics is a gift in itself, because the way it comes packaged is just beautiful. So, comes in this really lovely cardboard box, and then we open it up, and inside we've got a few bits there. So there's a lovely handwritten note from Caroline and Fliss, who are mother and daughter and the owners of Felicity Fabrics. I've then got, in here they send you a swatch of the fabric that you've ordered, and actually I've got a lining fabric there as well as the main fabric. So they give you a swatch, and then on the back it talks to you about the composition, how you should care for your fabric, things like that. They then send you some matching thread, again in a lovely little parcel, and they've sent me thread to match the main fabric and the lining fabric, which is wonderful. And then we're going to open up and see what's inside. So, right, so I opted for this beautiful baby blue. It's not rust coloured or red wine coloured, what a surprise. This baby blue needle cord with silver stars all over. And oh, I wish you could feel how soft this is. It is absolutely beautiful. I really, really, really love it. It's slightly more blue than it's showing up there, but it's just incredible. And then they've sent me the closest possible match lining wise, because they just sold out of the best match, so they sent me the next best, and it's a lovely blue with white polka dots on it. So that's going to be the lining. Now what I have in mind is the Nina Lee Camden pinafore, and that is a fully lined pinafore, so I think that will be a really, really lovely combination. I'm hoping to get that made soon, because I am going to the Knitting and Stitching show in Harrogate, where Felicity Fabrics will have a stand, so I would like to be wearing that when I go. So hopefully I can get that finished. It gives me a week. Not sure if it will happen, but wish me luck. And last but not least, I've got some fabric to show you that I bought when I went to Leeds. So a few weeks ago I went to Leeds with a couple of my girlfriends, and I managed to leave them in a bar while I sought a fabric shop, is that right? Sought? Seeked? Sought? Searched? While I looked for a fabric shop. Now I'd asked on Instagram if there were any fabric shops to go to in Leeds, and a couple of people recommended somewhere called Samuel Tailors. So I managed to find it. It's not too far off the main high street, and you go downstairs and you're in a treasure trove of fabric. Now it's quite enclosed, there's loads of fabric and it's quite a small space, and there were quite a few people in there, but I kind of knew what I was hoping to find, and that was some coating fabrics. So I just headed there straight away. It was just on the right as you went down the stairs, and I had a little look. I did browse everything else as well, because obviously Fabric Addict is going to do that, but I managed to pick out some lovely pieces. The first one, I've just got an offcut here because I've actually cut out my project already. It's a lovely suit-in fabric. It's grey and sort of black marl effect, but it's got really beautiful bright colours all over, like little flecks of neon pink and yellow and orange. It's really subtle. You probably won't be able to see that on the camera. I'll see if we can put a close-up in, but yeah, that is just lovely. It feels beautiful as well. It's so soft, and considering it was £5.40 per metre, which is an absolute bargain, I wouldn't have expected to feel this soft. And what I'm going to make with that is the new Helen's Closet jacket pattern, which is the Pona jacket. I'm making the longer version, and I just think it's going to be beautiful. And I did get 2 other fabrics while I was in there, with the intention of possibly making the Tessuti Patterns Berlin jacket, but I would like your advice if you've made it before, or if you've got in mind any other patterns which are quite similar to that style. So I picked up this lovely black with green effect. I don't know what this fabric's called. I don't know if it's a boucle. I don't think it is. I don't know. I should have paid more attention to the label on the thing. I did look at the composition because I didn't want anything that was polyestery, so it isn't. but I can't remember exactly what it was. So yeah, I've got that to make a jacket with. That was a bargain as well. I think it was like £6 a metre, which is awesome. So yeah, lovely, perfect winter jacket fabric. It is a little bit stretchy, actually a lot bit stretchy in one direction. So yeah, if you've got any recommendations, if you think the Berlin jacket would be great for that or similar patterns, that would be awesome. And then I got a grey coating fabric for the same jacket. Actually, I had the same jacket in mind. Again, I got 1.5 meters of this because that's all that the Berlin jacket required, and that's what I had in mind at the time, but now I'm doubting myself and I'm not sure whether I should go for something else, but I do want that similar style. So this is lovely, it feels beautiful. It's a wool poly mix, but it's got a lot of wool content. It's not much polyester because, again, that's something I was specifically looking for. And yeah, I really like that one. Again, beautifully soft. So hit me up with your recommendations for a jacket pattern if you think I should use this for something other than the Berlin jacket. If you live locally to Leeds or are able to get to Leeds, I would recommend going to Samuel Tailors. There was so much fabric that you could spend quite a bit of money there, but it was all really well priced. There was quite a few fabrics that I've seen on online fabric stockists as well. So yeah, lots of bargains to be had. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing my fabric haul and sewing plans that I have. Again, please engage with me in the comments down below. I would really like to hear your thoughts on my plans. And then I do have a little request for you as well. I've recently set up an account on Ko-fi. Now, Ko-fi is a site where content creators, like people that do YouTube videos, etc., can request or seek support from their viewers to help them reach a particular goal. So if they want to achieve perhaps buying some lighting to improve their videos, they could set up a Ko-fi account. People can buy them a coffee, in inverted commas, for the price of £3, or you can purchase more than one coffee to support that person to help them reach their goal. So I know that quite a few sewing vloggers have been doing this recently, and I think it's a really lovely way to support one another. If you enjoy people's videos or you want to support people, it's a really great way that you can do that. Now, I myself have supported quite a few of my fellow sewing vloggers on Ko-fi, as I think it's really great to help them reach their goal, and if I enjoy watching their content, I want to give something back myself, so that's what I've been doing. So I've recently set up a Ko-fi page, and my goal is to be able to purchase a vlogging camera that I can use to film content without my husband being there, because I rely on him, his camera, and it's quite a fancy camera, but it's not a portable vlogging camera. I couldn't take it out and about with me, for example, to the knitting and stitching show and vlog while I was there. It's not that kind of camera. It also doesn't have a flip screen, so actually I can't see what I'm doing, and that's the sort of thing that I need in order to be able to create that sort of video where it's a bit more informal, I'm out and about, or I'm, you know, having a sewing day at home and I want to just film bits of what I'm doing and chat to the camera. I need a different camera for that. So I'm going to put some money towards it. Sam has kindly said he will put some money towards it, but I'm really hoping that I might be able to get some support on Ko-fi from my lovely viewers in order to reach that goal. So if you would like to support me, obviously no pressure, the option is there, but if you would like to offer your support and buy me a coffee, which is quite funny because I hate coffee, but if you would like to offer your support in that way, then please follow the link that will be in the description bar below. It's simply www.ko-fi.com/sewn on the tyne, and yeah, you can read a little bit about my plans for how I'm going to improve my channel if I should reach my goal. That would be really lovely if you are able to offer your support. Thank you very much for watching. I've loved being back on YouTube again, and what else can I say? I don't know. I haven't told you what I'm wearing today because I'm wearing just a shop bought knitted jumper. I don't knit, so this is just a jumper that is purchased from a shop. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell if you'd like to know when my next video is going up. I hope you're all well and happy sewing. Bye! I'm melting! Wow, that stretches quite far. Like, wow.